You know, Mason, when do you think the Blues are going to stop taking too many men penalties? Gee, I don't know. We as fans can't really count on them right now. No, we're not doing that. That was stupid. Goodbye. I would just like to state that for the record, I am 5 for 5 on game predictions this season, and with that out of the way, Blues win! 4-2 over the LA Kings! Yesterday, my uncle from LA took a road trip up here and brought his dog with him, so technically I could do a victory puppy, but that would be so off-brand and ridiculous I wouldn't know what to do with myself. This is the team that we would like to show up on a regular basis. And of course, we all know the story about the Kings. While the prospect pool might be the best in the league, the team sucks. If the Blues lost this game, I would not have been a happy camper. Despite how bad they are in the standings, they cycle the puck better than most. Which is why it's no surprise that the Blues had 17 blocked shots in this game. Blues looked like the better team from start to finish tonight, and that's what you like to see. And they actually scored a power play goal in this game, which is great! But you would like to see just a little bit more from the Blues. And the puck was hopping and bouncing on the ice this whole game, so you can't really blame the Blues for everything. But still. So the story's going into this game. Marco Scandella, who's been day-to-day with an upper body injury, is finally back in the lineup. And Kyle Clifford is back in the lineup, replacing Sammy Blais once again. How could you not put Kyle Clifford against the LA Kings? Come on! And I saw a very interesting stat before the game. Apparently, the Blues were 30th out of 31 teams in the penalty kill, and 30th out of 31 teams on the power play. And I thought it was kind of interesting that the last time that these two teams met was December 23rd of 2019. Why is that interesting, Mason? Because I was at that game! I believe the goal scorers that game were Pietrangelo, Dunn, Schwartz, Schenn. And Kyrou was in that game, and he was playing with, oh, look at that, Schwartz and Schenn! But the Jordan Kyrou of this game is a lot faster and a lot better with the puck than the Jordan Kyrou of that game. And even in that game, I remember watching it and going, God, he's so fast! Jordan Kyrou is one of those players where you don't fully appreciate how quick he is until you actually see it in person. TV cameras do not properly pick up exactly how fast he is. That was the last Blues game I ever went to. So the puck drops in this game, and we're hoping for two things. One, the Blues tighten up on special teams, for God's sake. Two, the refs don't determine the outcome of the game. 30 seconds in, a blown icing call, and we all went, fuck. Early in the game, a bouncing shot gets to Peterson, and he has to dive to keep that puck out of the crease. As he's going down, Drew Doughty comes by and hits him in the head with his shin pad, and he gets knocked down for a while. But he stayed in the game. Then in the Blues zone, Gunnarsson, a botched pass, Kings intercept. They shoot the puck on, and it circles behind the net, right in front, and if Marco Scandella isn't there, the Kings make it 1-0. Then Dustin Brown in the neutral zone, a fantastic breakout pass to Sean Walker, who has a breakaway, and a sharp save by Binnington. Thomas in his own zone loses it, Walker pounces on it, shoots it high in the net. Not long after that, a fantastic pass from Schenn over to Schwartz. It's a 2-on-1 with Kyrou. Schwartz passes it over to Kyrou, who waits and waits and waits and fires it on to the save by Peterson. Then not long after, Kyrou had it from the Blues' own blue line and was just casually skating with it, with King swarming all over him. And he kept it all the way until the hash marks at the other end of the ice, which shows you just how good Jordan Kyrou is with a puck. 30 seconds later, Kempe hits the post. Not long after that, McDermott slashes Thomas, Blues to the power play, and the Blues cycle the puck perfectly. That entire sequence. It finds its way to Torrey Krug on the point. He blasted and scored! Torrey Krug, his first goal in the Blue! 1-0, a power play goal! And that is the Blues' first power play goal of the season. Then Anderson, and I believe it was Grundstrom, had a 2-on-1 with Scandella, the only Blue back. And a beautiful breakup by Scandella. He is back, baby! And then the first period comes to the end, and the shots are 12-5 Blues. And you'd hope that the Blues would continue this amazing domination effort in this game. And then Kempe takes a beautiful pass from the corner, shoots it at the top of the circle, 1-1. But pretty much right after that, Carl Gunnarsson, a beautiful keep in at the line. Passes it over to Hoffman, finds Thomas in the slot. It's looking like he's going to take the shot, but instead he passes it to a wide open Vince Dunn at the point, fires it and scores! And Dunn has now scored in 2 straight games against the Kings, 2-1 Blues. And then Perron, a beautiful feed to Robert Thomas, who gives him back an even more beautiful feed through the legs of the Kings defender. Perron gets it, snipes it, 3-1! Then Barbashev takes a slashing call. Aww. And then proceed to hold the Kings to exactly 0 shots. Yeah! Kyrou, Thomas, Hoffman all get back-to-back-to-back chances, and Peterson was sharp on all 3. Grundstrom had an open net on the Blues' delayed penalty, and Ooh, he just barely missed it. It sucks that they took a penalty, but that right there could have been a goal. And then Gunnarsson is called for bear hugging because Gunnarsson did the exact same thing to a Kings player that Devin Dubnyk did to Jordan Kyrou. Bear hug! But Blues get a shorthanded 2-on-1. It's Bozak and Sundqvist, and Bozak deflects it into the corner. The puck finds its way to the Blues bench as they were making a change, and of course that's a too-many men. And for the third time in 4 periods of play, the Blues are on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. Kopitar down low, beautiful pass to Dustin Brown. 3-2. Nothing Binner could do about that. And then luckily, they kill the remaining penalty. And that brings us to the end of the second. Blues were outshot by the Kings 10-8 in that period, but it was a pretty even one, all things considered. But the Blues did take 4 penalties in that period, so welcome back 2016 Blues, we missed ya! But up to this point, shots are 21-15 in favor of the Blues. Going into this third period, all you wanted the Blues to do was play a shutdown defensive game, and that's exactly what they did. With about 5 minutes left, Perron had a partial break saved by Peterson. Not long after, Thomas, a beautiful pass to Hoffman in the crease, just barely couldn't roof that. And then with about 3 minutes left, Bozak takes a slashing penalty. I saw a lot of Blues fans arguing this on Twitter. I agree with the ref. It was a slash. Bad call to take, especially when it's only a 1-goal game to this point. But the Kings just kept getting denied with shot blocks and clears. And the Blues kill it with 1 minute to go in the game. And how the Blues were playing in that last 5 minutes, there was no way the Kings were coming back. With about 2 minutes left, it's Schwartz and Schenn on an empty net 2-on-1. Schenn could have very easily shot that in, but instead he passes it to Schwartz so he can get his first of the year. A real nice gesture from Brayden Schenn there to allow Schwartz to get his first of the season. It shows what a team player he really is. And with 2 seconds left in the game, the Blues have a 4-2 lead. Blues hang on, of course, and win! 4-2. My 3 stars. First star, Jordan Binnington for the 2nd game in a row. It's nice that the Blues didn't have to rely on him too much other than a few routine saves, but I think he was spectacular in this game. Number 2, Torrey Krug. The last Blues acquisition of last offseason to score his first goal, he got it in this one. And a clutch one too, a power play goal, the Blues' first of the entire year. Number 3, and this is going to surprise a few of you, Marco Scandella. I can count at least 2 2-on-1s that he's broken up, a couple beautiful clearing attempts when the Blues were on the penalty kills, and I may have read this incorrectly, but on Twitter I'm pretty sure I saw someone say that he had 5 blocked shots this game. Marco Scandella looked really comfortable on the ice today, and he has proven that he is worth every penny of his contract. Once again, I thought Justin Falk had a fantastic game. He had a couple howitzers from the point that I was shocked didn't go in. I predicted that Robert Thomas would get a goal in this game, and he didn't, but he did get 2 assists. Jordan Kyrou, once again, spectacular. And I don't know about you guys, but I thought Hoffman looked really comfortable out there today. He seemed a bit shaky in the last game, but this game, he really tightened up. Especially defensively. I saw him make a few really good defensive breakups in the Blues' own zone. But we have got to figure out how to stay out of the box. Power play was 1 for 2. I can't complain about that. Penalty kill was 4 for 5 today. I can't really complain about that. And I'm not going to complain at the fact that we were 4 for 5. I am going to complain about the fact that we were in the box 5 times! In fact, we were in the box 4 times in that second period. Get it together, boys. Do we need a math tutor on the ice? How many players can we have on the ice? 5! Unless we're on the penalty kill, then it's 4! My brother's Pee-wee team can figure that out. Shots ended up being 30-23 in favor of the Blues. This is game 1 of a back-to-back, so I expect Ville Husso to start next game. We are playing the LA Kings at the exact same time tomorrow. Questions. That goal by Krug. Wow. That shot right there is why we brought him on the team. How has Krug looked so far? Krug has looked, chef's kiss, wonderful. Every single bit of that contract down to the dime has looked fantastic so far. Thoughts on Robert Thomas's game tonight and going forward? How lethal will he be for the Blues this season? I'm not saying Robert Thomas is going to be a point-per-game player this year, but I am saying he's going to get pretty darn close. Said it since day 1 last season, he is the future captain. Mike Hoffman is a Blue! I can't scream it that loud because my uncle is sleeping in the next room over. I'm expecting an angry text any minute now. Assuming Husso goes tomorrow night, how do you think he'll do? Better than he did against Colorado. Like, listen, how many goalies truly have a flattering first start in the NHL? The one thing that does concern me, like I said at the beginning of the video, the Kings are one of the better puck-moving teams in the league. I know that there's going to be at least 1 goal next game that there's absolutely nothing Husso could have done on. I'm expecting a lot of one-timers from the Kings. I just hope that the Blues defense does the same shot blocking in the next game that they did in this game. As long as Husso plays average, we'll be fine. Kings are going to come at the Blues with a little bit more fire, but I expect the Blues to get the job done. So that is it for this one. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another aneurysm. Let's go, Blues!